In the heart of a lush and tranquil forest, where rays of sunlight filtered through the dense canopy, lived a young and curious owl named Oliver. Oliver was bright-eyed and eager to learn, but he often found himself uncertain and anxious about the world around him. He heard tales of the oldest owl in the land, known simply as Sage, who was said to possess unparalleled wisdom. One day, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden glow over the treetops, Oliver decided it was time to seek out Sage and learn from the wise elder. Guided by the moon's gentle light, Oliver soared through the night sky, following the hushed whispers of the forest that led him to the ancient oak where Sage made his home. The wise owl, with feathers as white as the snow-capped mountains, greeted Oliver with a warm hoot. "Ah, young one, I have been expecting you," Sage said in a voice that resonated with centuries of knowledge. Oliver felt both awe and trepidation in the presence of the venerable owl. "Greetings, Sage," Oliver replied, trying to keep his voice steady. "I seek wisdom and guidance. I want to understand the mysteries of life and make the right decisions." Sage nodded, acknowledging the young owl's eagerness to learn. "Wisdom is not easily obtained, my dear Oliver," he said, his eyes gleaming with ancient secrets. "Sometimes, you must trust more than just your mind. You must learn to listen to your heart and instincts." "But how can I do that?" Oliver asked, his curiosity piqued. Sage smiled knowingly. "Come, young one. I shall show you," he said, leading Oliver to a clearing bathed in silvery moonlight. "Close your eyes and feel the world around you. Let your intuition be your guide." Oliver hesitated, unsure of what to expect, but he trusted the wisdom of Sage. With a deep breath, he closed his eyes and felt the cool night air brush against his feathers. He listened to the rustling leaves, the distant calls of the forest creatures, and the beating of his own heart. "Now, take flight," Sage urged gently. With uncertainty, Oliver spread his wings and launched himself into the darkness. He felt the rush of wind against his face, and though his eyes were shut, he felt a newfound sense of clarity. He glided through the forest, trusting his instincts to guide him. Branches seemed to part for him, and the path unfolded naturally before his closed eyes. As he flew, a wave of tranquility washed over Oliver. For the first time, he surrendered to the moment, embracing the unknown with a newfound trust in himself. Finally, with the moon as his guide, Oliver landed gracefully back in the clearing, his heart filled with wonder and amazement. "Open your eyes, young one," Sage said kindly. Oliver obeyed and found himself back in the familiar moonlit clearing, standing before the wise owl. "You see, Oliver," Sage began, "wisdom is not just about knowing all the answers. It is about trusting yourself and having faith in your abilities. Life's journey is full of uncertainties, and sometimes, you may not have all the answers, but if you listen to your instincts and intuition, you will find your way." Oliver nodded, the lesson sinking in deeply. "Thank you, Sage. I understand now. I will trust myself more and take leaps of faith when needed." Sage blinked, pleased with the young owl's realization. "Remember, my dear Oliver, you have all the wisdom you need within you. Embrace your journey with an open heart and a curious mind, and you will continue to grow wiser with each passing day." From that day forward, Oliver became known for his wisdom and intuition. He continued to seek knowledge from others, but he also trusted himself to make decisions and navigate life's uncertainties with newfound confidence. And so, in the peaceful forest, the story of the wise owl's lesson spread from wing to wing, inspiring all who heard it to trust their inner wisdom and take flight into the unknown, knowing that they carried the strength to find their way through life's ever-changing landscapes. And so, as the tale of the wise owl's lesson echoed through the forest, Oliver's newfound wisdom touched the hearts of all the creatures that dwelled within. From the tiniest insects to the mightiest beasts, they learned to embrace their instincts and intuition, for they knew that within each of them lay the power to navigate life's uncertainties. The forest flourished with newfound harmony, and Oliver became a revered figure among his fellow creatures, always willing to offer guidance and a listening ear. The lessons of trust and intuition were passed down through generations, and the wisdom of the wise owl's lesson lived on. As the moon shone brightly overhead, Oliver would often gather the young ones under the ancient oak, sharing the story of his encounter with the wise sage and the transformative flight through the forest. Each retelling inspired hope and courage in the hearts of the listeners, reminding them to trust themselves and believe in their inner wisdom. And so, dear listeners, remember the lesson of the wise owl's lesson. Embrace the uncertainties of life with an open heart, and trust in the power of your instincts and intuition. For within each of you lies a wellspring of wisdom, waiting to guide you on your journey. Stay tuned for the next story, where new adventures and lessons await, and the magic of the forest continues to unfold. Until then, let the wisdom of the wise owl's lesson be your guiding light in the darkness, and may it lead you to discover the limitless potential that lies within your heart.